What motivated you to attend the One Heart, One Light men's retreat?
Yeah, that's a great question. I was invited by a friend to attend initially a men's work night, and kind of got acquainted with a little bit of just getting together with other men, and this friend that invited me happened to contact me a couple days later to see what I thought about everything, and that day just happened to coincide with a very difficult counseling session that I had had with my daughter. And so I was having a therapy session with my youngest daughter, who was basically expressing her anger at me. She said, "I'm not angry at mom for what I went through. I'm angry at you, because dad, you didn't protect me um, from, from mom." And and that just was an emotionally triggering event for me. I really lost it in the therapy session, because I should just say that in my first marriage, everything was always my fault, according to my ex-wife. And so I just got triggered by that. And I really had a tough time with my daughter that night. And so when my friend called me that night to ask what I thought about the men's night, I told him, it was great. And then the conversation shifted to my therapy session with my daughter. And he just said, "Well, how about if I help you just process this?" And he got another person who's in the men's group, and together they just helped me talk some things out, and basically extended an invitation to attend this retreat, where they told me this would be a great opportunity to heal from different things that I'd been through. So I decided that I would. It was just an act of faith that maybe something that happened at this retreat would help me with some of the burdens that I was carrying at that time.
Did it help you? And if so, what were your biggest takeaways?
Yeah. The the answer to the first question, did it help me, is an emphatic yes. It was life changing for me. The biggest takeaway was that I just recognized that one thing I'm really good at doing, that something that I had a big habit of doing, was just suppressing emotions that I had been feeling, and not ever being in touch with myself personally to actually know what I was feeling. And it was just an amazing experience for me, just how easily I felt emotions, because usually I pack those things down and I don't allow myself to feel. And after just doing some of the work there, I just found that it became easier and easier to peel off those layers and to feel those emotions. And I just found that to be such uh, a healthy process in my life, because, like I said, I'm very good at packing those emotions down and not allowing myself to feel things. And one of the major emotions that I hadn't been allowing myself to feel is joy. There was just some things that we did at the retreat where I got to let the joy come out, and that was uh, I can't even express just how much good that did me.
As you start to feel, how has that affected family relationships?
Yeah, it's been life changing for my family relationships as well. I'll just say that so we did the retreat, and during a 48-hour period, I didn't call or talk to anybody in my family. But the first thing I did once I did get into service was to call my wife, and within seconds, I was, you know, I was I was crying. I even had trouble. I mean, I had some trouble putting into words what I was feeling, but my wife could just see that, that, wow, you are different in that you are allowing yourself to feel some things. And then the very next day, I had a conversation with my two daughters, and I'll never forget that conversation. We just really connected over the experiences that I had at my retreat as I talked to them a little bit about it. And now both of these daughters have now attended a retreat. I think largely in part due to that conversation. They knew that this retreat had changed me, and they also wanted to heal from some of their own burdens. They also just wanted to start doing their own work. So, and I just had a conversation with my oldest daughter, and she just told me yesterday, Dad, that was like the best conversation we have ever had.